Oh, hey there, gamers. Oh, hey there. Oh, hi there. Can I use that? I can't use oh, hi there. That's Mume. What is Mume up to these days? Did she get a revive? Did she revive? Did Nanashi Mume fucking revive? And I don't know about it. Is that what happened? Did Hololive E and Nanashi Mume revive and nobody told me? Who's Mume? That cow-looking critter. Oh hey! Oh hey there! I didn't notice you there. So true. Oh hey there! I didn't see you there. Did you kill that guy? What the fuck was I doing? I needed to talk to Gertrude. About something. It was about something. Historia Tassier? Right, Latin translation. Alright, and I think that was the end of the day, actually. From what we needed to do. I certainly don't remember needing to do anything else. I certainly don't remember doing it. Oh, hey there! I didn't see you there. Your pee is all over the bathroom floor. You mind going back in there and cleaning it up? You know, I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop peeing on the floor every time you go in there. Makes the ground all sticky and gross. Gets on the bottom of my shoes, and then I track it into my bedroom. It's not fun. Hello, Gertrude. God bless you, Magdalene. Hello, sister. I have a favor to ask you. Of course, Magdalene. I'll help however I can. I have a book, the Historia Tassier, and I can't read it very well. Can you help me translate it? I'm afraid my Latin isn't good enough to translate something like that. Its grammar structures are far too complex. I am sorry, Magdalene. That's alright, sister. I'll have to find another way. I think that was everybody in town. Fuck. Something Jimmy Neutron's father would say. Oh, hey there, Jimbo. You mind not pissing on the ground again? It gets all over the bottom of my shoes, and it gets all sticky. Thanks, Jimbo. I should start talking like Jimmy Neutron's father. What's his name? Hey, Virgil. My shoes on the floor of the bathroom. Kind of close to the voice? I'll get there. I gotta listen to his voice more. I gotta do voice training. I gotta take the pill and then I gotta do voice training. But what if I start taking estrogen, but instead of voice training to sound more feminine, I start voice training to sound like Jimmy Neutron's father? Oh, Gonzalez, what's up? There was one more thing, if you don't mind. It's about the Rathaus mural. Do you need more paint? I believe I have enough galls stored away. No, thank you, sister. I have more than enough paint. I wanted to ask you about the history of Curacao, actually. Curacao. I'd like to include the Abbey's founding and the history of tassing saints to the Rathaus mural. If it sounds like I'm talking into a soda can, it's because I am. I'm drinking a San Pellegrino blood orange soda. I must remind everybody that I work at a Whole Foods, so everything that I eat nowadays is very, very, very bourgeois type consumption, very bougie. The psychological damage would be potent. Wait for that stream. Maybe I should. Boobs and penis and Jimmy Neutron's voice. Truly a chimeric miracle. I wrote to Reverend Matthew, since he lived in the Abbey, but wanted to see the place firsthand. Ah, Brother Matthew became a reverend. Did he? He always suited such a role. Matthew is, yeah, a reverend. But I don't suppose that's what you came up the hill for. You're curious about the saint's history, yes? Yes, I was hoping you could show me around the convent and tell me about its history. The poor clerics don't allow outsiders within the convent, even other women. Mother Francisca wouldn't like anyone coming in for such a worldly concern. I understand. However, Mother Francisca always welcomes those who are considering joining the order. If a young woman sincerely considers joining the convent, she may be allowed to enter and observe the sisters. Who knows what else she may discover while contemplating the holy life, Ah, yes, I see. I suppose exploring all my options can't hurt. Touring the convent will take some time. Would you like to go see Mother Francisca now? Yes. I'd like to introduce Magdalene Druckren. The printer's daughter, yes. God bless you, Magdalene. Father Thomas told us of your father's condition, and we pray for a recovery daily. Well, thank you, Abbess. Since it's our duty to serve the Lord and the community that provides for us. Now what's this about, Sister Gertrude? You know our holy rules. Why bring young Mistress Druckgren to me? Forgive me, Mother. Magdalene is searching for a place in the world and is contemplating the holy life. I thought observing the sisters might aid her in her spiritual search. She was encouraged by the idea. Right. Yes. Ah, so you've decided to consider my offer after all. If God is calling you to the convent, I am more than willing to help you fulfill that divine cause. Just like the Shy Guy stream. My sanity as a modern subject? Well, I know no other mentality. I am of a modern subject, I suppose, but I know not what the pre-modern would be like to be a subject. Do you think this will be a good week based off how it started off? My week is also looking kind of busy, but there's no, I guess we're taking a week off for the organizational meetings, which is nice to have a break once in a while. School's out, folks. School's out. What brought this change on? Why are you interested in joining the Poor Clares? Worried that helping my father running the shop alone and finishing the mural are too much for me. I had a holy vision. Saint Satia told me that I was destined for higher things. Well, if I became a sister, I won't have to marry, which is far better than being stuck bearing kids for the rest of my life. Worried that helping my father running the shop alone and finishing a mural are too much for me. Magdalene, you should not abdicate your worldly duties for fear of the unknown. However, I agree that working a printing shop and painting are not suitable duties for a woman. Thank God you have turned to us for help. It's no wonder you have felt overburdened by all of this. Please come. I'm happy to tell you more of our order. Our small convent used to be a part of the larger Curacao Double Monastery, as I'm sure you've been told by Sister Gertrude. However, the Poor Clares live far differently than the Benedictines that once lived here. We believe that it is not ours to produce and live solely on the alms of the community of Tassing as they fit to give. Likewise, none of the sisters here own any personal property. We share this convent as a gift from the church. We believe that the Lord called us into a life of poverty and service. Does such a life appeal to you, Magdalene? I'm not entirely certain yet, but I'd like to explore and look around, get a feel for the place. Magdalene, you must not have understood me. We have deliberately closed ourselves off from the world. I won't have a lay woman bothering the sisters from their duties or disturbing our rule. However, I will allow Sister Suzanne to show you our duties. Please take your time. When you finish, please come find me and we will discuss your decision to join. A cold front finally hit. Damn, Graham, that's right. You guys are starting to get your winter, huh? Or going into the fall. Finally, I thought you'd never finish. What? Truthfully, I'm not here to join the convent. I'm looking for references for a mural I'm painting in the Rathaus. Time to start exploring. You can either come or not. Up to you. What Mother Francisca said. She said that as long as I'm with you, it's fine to look around. Are you really going to get us both in trouble? No, I always follow Mother Francisca's orders. The convent has many parts. The kitchen, l'aquarium, the chapter house, the yard, and the old workshop, though no one uses that old shed anymore. I'll leave it to you to decide where to go first. That's a dead end. Le Historia Tessier. Oh, Margaret, hello. Good to see you. To the kitchen. This is a kitchen. There's not anything interesting in here. Sister Marie and Sister Isabel take care of most of the kitchen duties, but everyone pitches in when needed. Scaling a fish, huh? God bless you, child. Are you delivering something? No, sister, I'm learning more about the convent's history so that I can finish the mural in town. Oh, I'm considering joining the covenant, so Mother Francisca graciously allowed me to visit you. Alleluia! 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 Fuck! That's how you spell that? I've never seen that written out. Glory and praise be to God, you've brought such joy to me this day, child. I haven't actually joined yet, sister. You have a strong stomach, perhaps you can help Sister Isabel and me in the kitchens. Isabel? I enjoy preparing meals for the sisters that nourish us, but I can never bring myself to butcher the animals. Sister Isabel, Sabo, has graciously taken on that task for me. Was she French? She Aquitaine? What the hell? We need sustenance, but I feel butchering any animal is wrong according to the rule of the St. Francis. A mystic, really. Friar and founder of the Franciscan order, born in Assisi to wealthy parents, St. Francis was called to a life of poverty and preaching with his follower St. Clare, who helped found the order of Poor Clares. No snow, but the closest you get is rain. Ah, I see. Hello, unknown. To cause suffering to any living creature is unnecessary and evil, even if God granted Adam and Eve dominion over the animals. The kitchen seems fairly simple. Is there anything here from the convent's founding days? No more than the structure itself, I'm afraid. Cookware needs replacing over the years. Well, some nights a ghost appears to me by the cook fire, a lost spirit trapped between heaven and hell. Sister Marie, not this again. Not Magdalene, please. Could it have been the ghost of one of the sisters from the founding of the convent? Maybe Saint Tessia? If it was, she's never said a word to me, though I fell prostrate in prayer before her. The spirit, whoever it is, rose up through the ground at vigils. Dawn and dusk are the hours when the boundaries between this world and the spiritual world are weakest. You can't be saying that. That doesn't sound very Catholic. We may be the newest arrivals here, but this convent is very old. Perhaps there was something Roman underneath these foundations centuries before. The spirit may seek to know the presence of God now that it rests on holy ground. A spirit in Curacao? Why would it come to the convent, though? A Roman spirit might be a great addition to the mural. I don't know about the council will approve of it, though. Must have been something else, sister. Why would it come to the convent, though? Breaks my heart to think this spirit was crying out for help, trapped beyond heaven's reach. Well, why don't we keep going, Magdalene? It's better not to get Sister Marie too upset. Of course. God bless you, sister. God bless you, child. Elisbo. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, sister. How goes the cooking? As well as the Lord wills it. My old fingers fumble from time to time, but it is my privilege to prepare supper for the older sisters. It's very noble of you. Just as God gave Paul a thorn in his side, so too did he give me the pains of age to strengthen my faith. Such things are a blessing when compared to the pains Christ carried upon the cross. I don't believe the Lord wants us to suffer, sister. No, child, he does not. Christ's death opened the door to an eternal life without pain. But as long as our souls are bound in this world, suffering will exist. I've chosen to find meaning and devotion to the Lord through my hardship. Thank you for sharing your perspective with me, sister. You're most welcome, child. God bless you. Yes. Very, 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 very good. To the courtyard. Brr, it's colder today. There's not much in the yard that could help you, I think. Anything that was here has long been covered in weeds. All I know about this place is that the walls were added when the convent was built on the monastery. Well, God bless you, Sister Benedicta. Sister Suzanne, God bless you. Oh, this ice is hard. But I recognize you, Sister Benedicta. I think I've seen you in town once or twice. Yes, you'd have seen her. Sister Benedicta is the youngest of the sisters. Mother Francisca allows only one sister to deal with the townsfolk. Benedicta received this privilege. Burden, more like. I have to run around everywhere, gathering all the food and doing all the chores. I'd rather be inside where it's warm. What are you doing up in the convent, anyway? Snooping. I'm considered joining the Poor Clares, actually. Oh, you are? It would be nice to have another new face around. Don't let me keep you. Actually, Sister Benedicta, I wanted to ask you some questions. How sticky would I rate my hands? Not too bad. But I did wash them. I didn't use any lotion on them, so they're a little dry. Do you like being a nun? Oh yes, I don't mind at all. It's far quieter than home, and I don't have to share my bed with my siblings anymore. I like to help the older sisters, and I don't mind the chores, except when it's cold like this. One more question, Sister Benedicta. Have you seen any mysterious figures or ghosts lately? Ghosts? Everything has been normal recently. I haven't noticed anything odd. Is this about Sister Marie's ghost? I think it's Mauritius myself? Oh, no. So there was a ghost in... Who? Mauritius. Don't tell Mother Francisca this, but I found an old book about Christian legends hidden in the workshop. It said the Roman commander named Mauritius conquered Tassing, but the colony failed. Most of the town was empty until Christian refugees found the town hidden in the valley. It was a miracle. Christian refugees. I wonder if this is a different retelling of St. Moritz saving Tassing. Oh, maybe! I don't remember if the book was mentioned any saints. The Latin was hard to read. Anyway, when Sister Marie said she was a ghost, I thought it must be Mauritius trying to get us out. A Roman ghost couldn't be happy about his tower being turned into an abbey, could he? Definitely not. What do you think about... What did you do with the book, sister? Ah, well... I had it with me in the kitchen one day, and I accidentally laid the fire poker on it. I stare in shock and horror. Sister Benedicta. I tried to fix it, but it's unreadable now. Sorry, Magdalene. That's right. That's alright. That book would probably have gone unread otherwise. I'm glad you were enjoying it. Besides, that story gives me ideas for the Rathaus mural. Thanks for telling me about the book, sister. I won't tell Mother Francisca. God bless you, sister. Aw, thanks, Magdalene. God bless you. Oh, thanks, Mag. Convent Art Studio. Oh, Convent? What do you mean, Convent Art Studio? I don't remember where they told me to reconvene. Into the chapel. 1 out of 10 for my right, 2 out of 10 for my left one. What the fuck? Oh. This is the chapel where we all gather for mass and liturgy. It's the oldest part of the convent. And the most drafty. Hello again, Sister Gertrude. The sisters have done some minor retouches over the years, but it has represented the abbey from its earliest days. Well, there's the tower and the library. The cloister is still being constructed there. Yes, the tower was a Burgfried long before the structure became a monastery. A Burgfried? A freestanding defensive tower not built for permanent habitation. The duchy gifted it to the Benedictine order after the HRE grew. They had no use for it as a keep. These walls have protected Tassing from attacks of spirit and steel for generations. A noble history comparable to Aeneas' founding of Rome, truly. I don't know about that, Magdalene, but it certainly has an endeavor to construct this place. There's some Latin here too, but I can't read it very well. God called Lady Sabine to lead our sisters and brothers in 1261. Lord Curaçao's castle was destroyed by fire in the year of the death of the Emperor Frederick II. Only the tower remained. Thank you, Sister Susan. Yes, the first lists the abbey's founding date. Lady Curaçao was actually the one to suggest the old castle be turned into a double monastery. We added the second shortly after the revolt. Mother Illuminata thought it would be fitting, even if the sisters were not here, some record of what occurred would remain. Curaçao is unique, a double monastery with 2 saints, 1 male, 1 female, to guard the town and the abbey. The foundation of the abbey was even older than the HRE. It seems odd that the monastery would reuse a place meant for war and force. Fascinating to think that even before the Duke gifted it to the church, the fortification was founded by St. Moritz. Foundation of the abbey is older than the HRE. Many things have been built and torn down on this land over generations. Who knows what else used to be here? You're right, sister. This mural would be a great reference for the Rathaus. I'm glad to have helped. God bless you, Magdalene. Well, yeah, honestly, that is a pretty good reference, I would say. The sacrifices into the building of both structures, both the fortifications and the abbey. That could be a good transition. Let me go to the art studio first. Shortened nerves? Oof. Oof, Graham. Oof. The workshop is covered in dust. Yes, this was the Benedictine sisters' workshop. They used to make badges and art for the pilgrims coming to see the hand of St. Moritz. Looks like everything was just left here after the fire. Nothing has been used in years. We can't subsist on painting, and the poor Clares don't produce goods for sale, so we've no reason to be in here. But art allows us to find beauty in life. In Christ said, Father clothed the lilies of the field in beauty. Because art isn't essential to survival, means you can't do any kind of painting. That sounds horrible. That was sneaking into creating something. We have other ways to make art. Singing, telling stories, things like that, but yes, the workshop is off limits. But the Francisca doesn't let us come in here unless to put something in storage. I've come in a few times and noticed some of the brushes have gone missing. Paint pots, too. You think one of the sisters is secretly painting? I wouldn't be surprised if the twins managed to sneak in their way. I think it's the ghosts. The sisters secretly painting. Oh, Lord, no. We all live too close together in the convent for something like that to go unnoticed. In any case, I think it's sad the workshop is left like this. Truthfully, Magdalene, I don't think you should join the Covenant, even if that's not what you were here to do anyway. Gertrude talks about you, and you seem to love your art. Without it, you'd hate it here. The Rathaus. There's an old parchment scrap here. It's different from the others. Oh. Looks like a scrap from a manuscript. There's something written in Latin in the margins. It's a bathhouse. It says, the Mithraeum of Tassing had been destroyed by a flood. It's not a bathhouse. Mithraeum. That's the same word I saw in the Roman section of the mine. Wait, this might be the book from the Sister Benedicta found. I wonder why I would mention the Mithraeum. Would someone have written that in the margins of the manuscript? And where's the rest of the book? I don't know. It's not a word I've heard before. There's certainly nothing in the convent by that name. Well, the note says the Mithraeum was destroyed, so I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Such valuable paint, left to dry and crack on the palettes. Yeah, dude, oh my god. Wasting, like, acrylic paints is already, like, tough. I can't imagine going back in the day and wasting paints from then, dude. These old badges are beautiful. I hope the pilgrims who bought them love them, too. Good thing we went into the art house. That's 2 Mithraeums now. That's 2 lithraiums. Into the aquarium. Here's the aquarium. Most of the Abbey's visitors come in here, but aren't allowed to enter. We aren't allowed to go into the outside world either. Like Mother Francisca said, isolation is a part of our vows. Sister Gertrude once told me the old Benedictine sisters used to go into town sometimes and even talk to the men on occasion. And I'm stuck here staring at these walls for the rest of my life. Are you unhappy here, Sister Suzanne? Doesn't seem like Sister Susan thinks much of her life here. I can't blame her. Even so, she doesn't seem to have the passion that Sister Gertrude and the others have. If she hates her life so much, maybe I should encourage her to leave the order. She must have chosen to stay here for some reason. Maybe I should encourage her and her vocation. Nope, leave. Better leave while she has a future ahead of her. After all, there are plenty of young men in Bavaria who would make good husbands. Still, there may be some reason why she chose to stay. I don't want to overstep my bounds. Stuck here staring at these walls for the rest of my life. Are you unhappy here, Sister Susan? I don't know. My father promised me to the church as a baby. Oh, that sucks. Some oath he swore when my mother struggled in her pregnancy. So there I was, dropped into the Poor Clares the summer I turned 17. And they took you in just like that? Nobody asked what you wanted? Why should they? The Poor Clares rely on the offerings of others, even their children, to subsist. My family is devoted to the church. I've only been in the convent for 2 years, but I'm trying my best. Would I become a nun back then? No, but I would think about becoming like a monk. I mean, a lot of history is about a lot of human history is about trying to get as far away from farming as much as possible, because farming sucks ass. And if I were born in like some comfy, cushiony like little town in like the medieval era, I would definitely try and become like a monk. It's better than fucking farming, or at least a craftsman of some sort. Or who knows, a town crier. Have I heard of Poopy Pigeon incident? I don't think so, no. I don't mind the prayers of the Howers, and I'm sure my devotion to the Lord, but this isn't what I wanted. Since when did a woman ever get what she wanted without being punished? Eve couldn't even manage it. We only do our best we can. I pray that one day it'll be different. I understand I have more autonomy to go where I want, but I'm still bound by the expectations of marriage and homemaking. Ah, I remember the days of running around town. I wish I could have gotten married. I wanted to be a mother. Sometimes I get jealous of Sister Gertrude and even Sister Margaret. At least they got to see something of the outside world before they were 20. Hey, you're protected here from the plague of the Protestant rebels. No. Well, why don't you leave? If you could do something else, what would it be? I would have liked to go into one of the big cities, at least once. I would have been happy just to be a shopkeeper's wife. Thanks for listening, Magdalene. Anyway, let me show you the rest of the cloister. Lead off. Why not leave? Well, you've seen the entire convent. There's not much here. What do you think? I understand the appeal of such a small life. It offers its own freedoms from the world, even if I'm not drawn to it. I can see why people chose the holy life, but it's not for me. Not without art. I understand. You've dedicated your whole life to your work. You'd struggle to give that up now. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone from the outside the Covenant, I'm reminded of the life I once had. Now you have me thinking about whether or not I should remain with the sisters. I think you should go. Got him! You never chose this life. You deserve to have the life you truly want. Would you meditate yourself to death? That would go crazy. It happened in a Delta flight back in September 2023. Magdalene, I think you're right. My family's devotion doesn't have to be mine. Maybe I can find a way out in time. I'll help however I can, Susan. I'm sure we have some spare provisions at home. Really? That would be wonderful, so long as no one found out. Anyway, we should return to Mother Francisca before she suspects something. Learned a lot today. Thank you for showing me around the convent. No, thank you, Magdalene. Today has been more interesting than I can remember in the Abbey. Come, let's find Mother Francisca. She'll be wanting to hear what you thought of the place. Well, Magdalene, what's your assessment of the Poor Clares? Is the good Lord calling you to the life of us as a sister? No. I know alive mummification can be uncomfortable. Me when I stick the blade up my nose to pull my brains out. Not actually called Poopy Pigeon, but it's fitting. I'm compelled by the devoted life of the sisters' lead. Mother Francisca, I'm afraid I must tend to my father's first. I think I prefer my books and printing, and in any case, I need to finish the mural, then I might take over for my father. I hadn't thought about my holy duty of providing children to a husband, and I just can't give that up so soon. I see. Be careful that this mural does not become an idol for you, Magdalene. Just as Eve had a weaker will than Adam, you are liable to stumble on the fruit of temptation as well. Our community is quite modest compared to the splendor of an old Benedictine house operating under the rule of a powerful abbot. I see why fewer women are drawn to the order these days. Thank you for allowing me inside. You're most welcome, Magdalene. God bless you. Hello, sister. Ah, Magdalene, how'd your little expedition go? I learned a lot from seeing the Abbey. I have a good idea what I'll depict on the mural now. Well, I learned about the Poor Clares, but not so much about the history of the Abbey as I wanted. But sister, there's something I don't understand. The Abbey was so prosperous. Why didn't the monks rebuild it after the fire? What a task that would be. The chapel was beautiful. The stained glass always caught my eye in the mornings. There was a great deal of anger and sadness in Tassing that night. The abbot felt the brothers and sisters were no longer welcome in Tassing and moved on. In truth, the Abbey's dissolution was inevitable. Curacao was running out of money and patrons. The riot and the fire were simply a particularly awful and painful way to end the monastery. Did anything survive the fire? Some of the buildings are intact, but all are terribly overgrown. I haven't dared forage in the rubble. I doubt you'd find anything of help for your mural inside other than charred wood and parchment. That's a shame. It might still be worth taking a look if I'm careful. I worry after you sometimes, Magdalene, I really do. Thank you for all your help, Sister Gertrude. You're most welcome, Magdalene. God bless. I mean, I'm still gonna go in. I'm still going in, no matter how many 3 hours pass by. Well, that was, I don't know. I did learn more about the founding of Curacao. And that illustration from the manuscript, the Mithraeum, was like that one in the mine. It is part of the history of the Abbey. Is it part of the history of the Abbey? Of Tassing? It must be written down somewhere. Only the library hadn't burned down with everything in it. The ruins are right there. Maybe not everything was destroyed. Maybe not. You're just gonna let me walk in? You're just gonna let me walk in? Take whatever I want and leave? My god, this is amazing. I wonder what it must have looked like before the fire. Everything collapsed in the fire. I'll have to be careful climbing over this rubble to get past. Why is she dropping frames? Oh god, she's gonna die. Oh shit! Careful, girl. Dude, oh, not the wood. You don't step on wood that's been burnt. Oh, still stable. Nope, never mind. I lied. See? Ah, no, I can't get back up there. If I climb, it might collapse further. I'll have to find another way out. Ooh, into the tower. This is a dangerous move, but... oh, maybe not. No, you're not gonna climb up. Magdalene, no, girl. There's nothing left of the old staircase. I guess I can't go this way. And these vines go all the way to the top, though. They look sturdy enough to hold my weight. There's no other way out. I can see all of Tassing from here. I wonder if I can piece together the foundations of the Abbey and find a way to get to the library. I bet I could get down this way. The roof looks pretty stable. Damn, girl. The roof looks pretty stable. What do you... Assuredly not. Me when a building catches fire, how the roof looks fine. The last guillotine execution in France took place during the same time as the first Star Wars movie being released. Who were they cutting the head? Who's the last guy who got his head cut off? Love this song. Oh god. I remember when the library burned down. Dad told me I was just a baby, but I remember the flames coming out of the windows. So many people were screaming and running around, I cried myself to sleep that night. I haven't seen this place since then. Doesn't look like there's anything left inside. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Well, Magdalene, how are you gonna get out of here? Those roses seem to have made the Abbey their home. I'm glad something beautiful is still growing here. La Reformation. Guess? Probably like a white boy. Was it Charles de Gaulle? These roses seem to be made. Yeah. Piero. Good to see you, brother. Oh! I wonder if there's always this many cats at the Abbey. Perhaps I can ask Vyacheslav what he remembers during his time here. This place is a mess. How sad. The door's stuck. I can't get through this way. Oh, fuck. Oh, an old mural. It's worn, but I can still see some of the figures. A dance of death? What, these figures look new. The paint can't be more than a few years old. Someone's been adding to this. This feels wrong. Who would add new figures to the Dance of Death, and why? An artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone from the peasant to the emperor. These look like people from the town. From here. People who died. That must be the Baron, and that's Otto. That's Otto. I think that's the Baron? That's Attilia. That's Otto. That's somebody. Wait, is that? Oh, is that Magdalene's dad right there? Oh, right, and that's, what's her name? The girl we killed. Oh, shit. Someone's here. Hello? Who are you? An Abbey forgot. I guess we're on the hunt. Ooh, now it's a horror game. Who is our murderer after all this time and all these years? The door! Whoever was watching me must have opened it. I don't like this. I think I've seen everything left at the Abbey. I want to get out of here. D's. When did it start snowing? I should get back to the Rathaus and get to work. Go, 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 Magdalene, before they assassinate you. Before the assassino gets you. I thought there was going to be a creature in the window. Hamida Jambui. Doobie. Is an Algerian woman? That's fucked up. It's snowing! Winter's here, lads! Winter's here! We already talked to everybody today, so I'm just gonna go straight back to the house. I'm sure after time passed... Oh, wait, whoa. Let's go talk to Vyacheslav, actually. Hang on, we had that call out. so we can actually just go talk to Vyacheslav. It should be Vyacheslav. Oh, never mind. I lied. I lied. The church and the truckers. Time to work. Oh, we're going to the Rathaus to work on the mural. I think, right? We going back to dear old dad? The fuck are we doing? Learned all I can from the ruins of the Abbey. It's so sad to see. Who would I guess we can go talk to Dad and then go paint the mural. A Tunisian man! Ah. Of course it was. Why'd they cut his head off? Was it for speaking out against the Bonapartist regime? The Bonapartist regime? Into the Rathaus. Into the Rathaus. The Rathaus. Hey, fuck you, Magdalene. Yeah? Well, fuck you. Apollo. Bitch ass. Dumbass, bitch ass, stupid dumb. Shall we? Magdalene. Dr. Stolz. So you're doing quick work with the mural, eh? I hope that doesn't make you sloppy. Trying to finish it in time for Dad, you understand? Taking longer than I wanted, I have to get all my other chores done, too. Still think that I shouldn't be painting the mural, Dr. Stolz? No, I don't, but that hardly matters now. In any case, the Council wants to hear what you're doing. I've been researching the early Christian history of Tassing after the Romans left. Learning how people settled in the ruins, how the Abbey was founded, why our saints are so important to us. It was a lot to take in, but I've settled on my subject. And? I'll paint St. Moritz, St. Satia, and Our Lady of the Labyrinth receiving the Christian settlers. I want to show history how it happened. I'll paint Lady Curacao founding the Abbey from the old Bergfried. The Bergfried? I'll paint the Bavarians settling among the Roman ruins, starting the Christian history of Tassing. I'll paint Lady Curacao founding the Abbey from the old Bergfried. Show history how it happened. That might rub some people in town the wrong way. The saints are a core part of Tassing's history, after all. People want to cling to all manner of stories in order to give their lives some meaning. Remember, the mural isn't for your benefit, but to make Tassing look good. I remember. Very well. After this section, there's still much more work to do. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to portray the revolt. Ah, yes. I imagine it poses difficulties that the other murals do not. It's a strange thing to tell a story that still lives in the hearts of so many people here. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it. They all just locked it away. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. I'll leave you to it then. Ah, Dr. Stolz. Yes? Have you seen someone lurking around the Abbey? Or heard about it? I haven't been up to the Abbey in years, and no, I haven't heard anything like that. I think it's Dr. Stolz who's killing everybody. Just kidnapping murder against a 21-year-old young lady. Well, what a befitting way to end it all. Why? I've seen someone following me a few times. I don't know anything about it. Now, if there's nothing else... Asshole. Good night, Dr. Stolz. Good night, Magdalene. It's because it's you. It's because it's Dr. Stolz. It's because Dr. Stolz is stalking everybody and killing them. The final part of the mural to finish, how should I paint the revolt? Dad always talked about how the Archdeacon was the only one seeking justice in those days. But what was his name? The only name I can remember is the name of the Archdeacon who came to Tassing when that Baron was killed. Jacob Estler? Maybe he wrote an account of the revolt as an Archdeacon? I'll write to him and ask. I don't think so. I don't think that's him. Forced into prostitution? Yeah, yep. And of course, I need to write back to Esther, too. I'll write to them tonight before bed. Alright, where to begin? I'll write to the Archdeacon, Jacob Estler, and see if he can tell me about the revolt. I'll write the letter to Esther, too. I hope the courier can make it through the passes before winter. There's a note on the bed. I'm not going to read it. Jacob Estler, formerly Archdeacon of Friesing. My name is Magdalene Druckgren. I'm an artist in the town of Tassing in Upper Bavaria. I believe you passed through our... Upper Bavaria? Upper Bavaria? Upper? I believe you passed through our community when you investigated Baron Rothvogel's murder at Curacao Abbey in 1518. Do you remember anything about that case that the people in Tassing might not remember? In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke the killer? Any evidence that might suggest there was some sort of larger conspiracy at work? Thank you for your help, and any help you can give. Magdalene Druckgren. Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. You must know how tremendously happy I am for you and Seaman, and Alicia too, of course, and your parents. It warms my heart to know that your family is doing well. By the time this letter reaches you, I expect winter will have enfolded Tassing. It's already freezing at night, so I've reorganized the workshop so that the inks don't deteriorate. Do you have to worry about that in Prague? You said it snows, but I always imagined it was warmer in winter. Dad's condition is so much worse, and he's in so much pain. Dr. Stolz has been, well, he's a useless asshole. Only God knows why he's such a bitter old man, but he's neglected Dad almost entirely. Some days he doesn't show up, and even if he does, he just snaps instructions at me and rushes off. I just wish I understood why. I worry about Dad. I've asked Agnes for help, but there's only so much we can do alone. He's not going to make it, and there's nothing I can do. Christ, I'm scared, Esther. The mural is progressing well, but I can't shake the feeling that someone is following me. I keep seeing this figure around town, after I explored the mines to Tassing's early history and then again in the Abbey ruins. No one else in Tassing has seen anything, but some of the nuns say they've seen ghosts. If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? Whoever it is, I'm sure it's not anyone from Tassing, but what do they want from me? Why are they following me? It's the strangest thing, given me a fright a few times already. But I don't mean to worry you. Nothing's happened to me yet, so I think I'll be safe. The only good news I can share at the moment is the mural is almost finished. I should have it completed by Christmas or soon after, before the new year at least. And perhaps, at long last, I shall be able to visit you and meet the Simond. Anyway, I fear that this will be my last letter of the year. The Reich's post has already been late and reported worsening snows through the passes. We seem to be stepping into a harsh winter. Stay warm and give my regards to your family and Seaman. Yours always, Magda. And she's right, they are going through a harsh winter. During the Protestant Reformation, they were going through one of the coldest winters in, like, history. Because I think there was like a sunspot on the sun, and that just made the system colder. How did this get here? Rathaus. Stop. Very good. This is just like the note Dad found. Who is doing this? I have a feeling I'm gonna find out sooner or later. I need to ask Dad about this. It can't be a coincidence. But he's been so weak, I don't want to upset him. I should need to wait for the right time. I hope there is a right time. Dear old Esther. I guess I should go check on Dad to see if he's still alive. Hello, Magdalene. My guy's asleep. My guy's asleep. Don't worry about him. Just chill. Time to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little lady. It's like I should get some rest soon. Go to sleep. It's too cold out to be walking around out in town. Too chilly willy. Too chilly billy willy billy. If you were a cat, how small would I be? Probably tiny. Probably be a little tiny teacup cat. Oh. Damn, time do be passing. What the fuck? It's 4 or 5 days. 6 or 7 days. Mr. Druckgren, only one letter for you today. Interesting. The pass is nigh impossible to traverse, and the heavy snow is hard on the horse and me. Anyway, happy Advent, my dear. Thank you. The same to you. Ah, reply from Jacob Essler. Really? I was expecting a reply from, what's her name? Mistress Druckgren. I do recall the Rothvogel case, though it has been over a decade since I have served as an archdeacon. I'm no longer associated with the office of Prince Bishop. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church. If you do not mind conversing with a Lutheran, I will tell you what I remember. Not at all. I investigated several murders as archdeacon, but none had the curious specter of conspiracy that haunted Baron Rothvogels. After the peasants burned Curacao, I read a report suggesting that a conspiracy was behind the murder of the town carpenter as well. It was around this time that I did some research of my own into the death of Father Gernot's predecessor, Father Matthias. Right. While no one suspected foul play at the time, I had reason to believe that his death may be connected to the 2 other murders. If this is the case, a serpent has lain coiled in the bosom of your community for decades. It may lay there still. What causes the serpent to awaken every few years to stage a new killing? I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. However, if you are determined to find the source of the trouble, I believe you must inquire with your neighbors. I urge caution in your investigation in this matter. If the serpent merely sleeps, it may be dangerous to poke into its old resting places. I hope this has been some help to you. May God bless and keep you safe. Jacob Essler. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church at all. Do you mind conversing with a Lutheran? No reply from Esther this time. It must have been delayed due to heavy snow. The postman said I won't receive any more letters until spring. Better get back to the Rathaus then. Still more work to be done. Excuse me. Damn! Damn! Hey, Merry Christmas. Indeed. Merry Christmas. Almost. Good morning, Dad. I finally caught up on the mural, and now I can start the final part today. I promise I'll get it done. Magdalene, I'm proud of you. Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry, Dr. Stoll said you can't come to the festivities tonight. I know how much you love the Perchtenlauf. Perchtenlauf is a Germanic folk ritual celebrated around Christmas time, in which townsfolk dress as Perchten and drive evil spirits from the town to protect it from the coming new year. There's always next year. Right. How you feeling? Dr. Stoll said he would come by again today. Fine, I'm fine. Are you sure? Do you need anything? No, go on, I'm alright. In fact, my spirits are lifted today. It's Christmas Eve, after all. Of course. What's wrong? Dad, I found a note, back in November. A note? What do you mean? It was like the note I found in your plans for the murals. Just a scrap of parchment. It looked like it came out of an old manuscript. Elaborate writing, purple ink, it just said stop. Do you know where they came from? Who wrote them? Magdalene, Oh god, that must be Otts. He said he'd drop by with more firewood. If you know something, I'd like you to tell me around, alright? I know, I will. Can we talk about it later? Dad. I'll tell you, I promise. Alright. I'll be back later. He dies tonight. Good, take care of yourself out there. So he dies. That's what happens, he dies. The Revolt of 1525? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? It's 1543. Okay, I see. 20 years ago. I see what's happening. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Still as messy as ever. It never ends. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Move your time for you. Morning, Magdalene. Morning, not. It's cold out, isn't it? Freezing. Makes me envy Nico. Able to stay inside all day. Even Andrus has his forge to keep him warm. Anyway, here. I brought some firewood for you and your dad. Thank you, Otts. You're welcome. So, how's your dad? You think you can join everyone for Christmas Mass? I think he'll stay in bed tonight. I'll do my best to be there. I need to keep working on the mural, though. I'm working on the final section. About the Peasants' Revolt, right? Feels weird to talk about it. It affected passing so much we were just kids. I can't remember what happened since I was just a baby. I never even knew my dad. Well, that's what makes it difficult. I need to ask those who are already adults that night, but don't want to touch raw nerves. What if you spoke to people while everyone was preparing for the Christmas festivities? Clara sometimes talks about that night. Mom, too. You might be able to ask them. Vyacheslav and Matilda are the only two Benedictines left living in Tassing. Maybe they'll talk to me. I didn't think of that. Still, the mural's for Tassing, not the old Abbey. Agnes has always been in Tassing, right? I'd go to her if I were you. Dad said she helped bury everyone who died that night. Wonder if she'd talk about it. It's your project, Magdalene. Might be worth a try. I wrote to the old Archdeacon about it too. He thinks the Baron's murder and Otto's death are connected to the revolt. The who? The man who came to Tassing for the Baron Rothvogel's murder. What about him? He was the judge for the Baron's murder. What if all the deaths in Tassing are connected? I don't see how that old Baron has anything to do with the revolt. Are you feeling alright? I think you're looking for connections that aren't there. Maybe this mural project is getting to you. Maybe you're right. I just can't shake the feeling someone's following me. You're acting weird. I'll figure it out somehow. Thanks for the wood. See you later, Max. Ugh. Watts is right. I should start talking to people around town. I better get started if I want to talk to everyone before the Perchtenlauf. Before the Perchtenlauf! Any Perchtenlauf heads in chat? Remembering the revolt. Out of everything, what would you say is the worst scrape I experienced? By scrape, do you mean like a near miss, or scrape as in like, I fell and injured myself? The Steinauer house. Ah, look at you girls. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Brigitte. Hello, Agnes. Magdalene Druckgren. I didn't expect to see you today. How's the father? He's not well, honestly. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He'll be in our prayers tonight. Ours as well. Now then, is there something we can help you with, dear? I have a small favor to ask. Ah, go on then, spit it out. Is it too much trouble? I'd like you all to recount what you remember of the revolt. I'm nearly done with my mural, but I need more details. I was so young I don't remember much of that night. Ah, for the project viewers in the Rathaus. I'm afraid I won't have much good to say about the matter, but alright. Come, sit down, Magdalene. Don't worry about helping with the wreaths. It took me years to get the technique up to mom's expectations, so you're better off not helping. Ah, you always did fine, Brigitte. Goo-goo, I got time for you. Injury? I don't know. I don't encounter very tight situations like that very often. I guess the worst one would be just falling down off my bicycle a million times when I was a kid and scraping my legs, but my body is a truck. So Magdalene, what do you need to know about to finish the mural? I was hoping to ask you more about the revolt. All I can remember was the flames when the abbey burned. What part of the revolt? The abbot starving us out of house and home, or Otto's murder? I doubt that would be a good painting. I thought the abbot of Curacao was acting in his rights. Seems like the abbot of Curacao wasn't on very good terms with Tassing. Everyone but the fucking miller hated him, with good reason. He only ever cared for how many pet pfennigs he could get from us. Brigitte, don't forget to twist ends in. Can't have it looking like a Christmas hedgehog. I'm getting there, Mom. I've looked after Martin and Kraft well enough, haven't I? I can manage this. Yes, well, after your father died, I've got no one left to nag besides you and that husband of yours. Thank God I have the both of you. As a matter of fact, let an old woman have her vices. The Gertner house was a bit sad. Jorg always gets quiet this time of year. Whatever for? I reckon because that family's been hard-pressed since Peter died. Tassing's lost a good number of folk over the years, and feast days and celebrations make it harder to bear. You mean the revolt, right? The revolt, the murders, that foul Andreas had to meddle in everything. Didn't do too much good if you ask me. Master Mailer. Dad said that none of that was his fault. Dad said that Master Mailer made some mistakes, but that he was seeking justice for everyone in town. And I think your father is right in that, and yet, he'd already meddled enough in Tassing after the Baron's murder that he held more sway than he knew. I could understand it for the first time. He wanted to save that old monk. I dare say he saw him as a father. But poor Ottilia was killed for the crime. She might have done it too, but she was close to her end anyway. Well, no one in town liked her. It's no wonder she was accused of murdering that stupid Baron. Then came the revolt, and Andreas Mailer happened to show up nearly the day of Otto's murder. Huh? Says the townsfolk didn't stand with the peasants as long as they should have. That always says the townsfolk didn't stand with the peasants as long as they should have. Well, I won't begrudge Klaus's opinion, even if he's wrong. A shame it had to happen at all. I think I knew the revolt was a bad idea from the start. Old Vyacheslav would be the only one to know what happened inside the old church now, before the fire. Truth be told, I heard he was just as upset at Andreas and the abbot. Some like to say things were always this bad, that violence was the only way, but it wasn't. Life got worse over the years. It wasn't like this when I was a child, not my grandparents' time either. Sure, the abbot was pinching the townsfolk and the peasants were suffering, but to go against the church... But like you said, things weren't always so bad. We fought to make things right. Things got better in the end, right? Even if so many people died? Well, the revolt didn't totally fail, did it? The abbot and the monks have left. The abbey may be gone, but Tassing has only traded one lord for another. The peasants were so angry over the abbot's perceived injustices, they thought they could make it right with even more injustice. Then the abbey caught fire, and everyone ran, but by then the soldiers had arrived to stop them all. That soldier even warned Peter, but nothing would stop him besides steel. So nothing got better at all? Nah, not as I see it. The lord is just as severe as the abbot was, and threatens force at every turn. That's life. You could struggle and die to accomplish something, and nothing changes. Now, the dead are luckier. They died believing they changed something. We're stuck with the harsh reality. This is all you've known, Magdalene. You've grown used to it. We all have. Thank you for sharing your story with me. It's important to share our suffering with the younger generations. Maybe they can change something. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene. Good luck, Magdalene. Did that one pass the time? Why, dude? There's a whole town to explore. Veronica? I didn't know that was the objective. I shouldn't have... Oh my god, me when I fucking read a book. Goo Goo Gaga time for you. The Rathaus is the biggest building in Tassing. Baltus's clock took ages to build and place. Baltass. Fucking Baltass over here. Curacao Abbey. We're at the last stretch of the painting, folks. I am depicting, I've depicted, the settling of the town, and I've depicted the, you know, the sacrificing and such. Hello, Balt ass. What a mess. I don't know how Baltus can get anything done with all this in the way. Ah, if it isn't Mistress Magdalene. Hello, Baltus. Hello, Nazio. Gnazio. How are your inventions coming along, Baltus? Najou? Ah, very well, thank you. I was just showing Yazoo how our Rathaus clock works on one of my smaller prototypes. It's a fascinating process, truly. I never considered that one man could make something so complex by himself. Clock Tower is the wonder of Tassing, isn't it? I've not seen such a wonderful work of mechanical invention in such a small town. God has blessed you with Balthazar. Ah, I'm simply glad that Tassing appreciates my work after so long. You're too modest here in this simple alpine town. You really ought to come with me to Genoa. Oh no, I'm far too grounded here to manage that Nyazu. Then I shall be forced to visit every year to settle your accounts, and while I do, remind you of your genius. He's far too modest. You see, the whole town agrees. That certain man singing a lullaby on TikTok glued in my head? It did. In any case, shall we return to work, Baltus? Oh yes, of course. Please excuse us, Magdalene. We're rather busy at the moment. Until later, then. Ciao, Magdalene. Ciao, Magdalene. Brought a fucking Italian into my town? They brought a damn Italian into my town? Fucking Goo Goo Gaga time. Damn, she got that shit on. The Alvin Bakery. Nobody's home. Running the fucking oven with nobody home, huh? Rave. Nobody's home. Where the fuck is everybody? They at the bar? They gotta be at the bar. They're definitely at the tavern house. They definitely at the tabernacle right now. I mean, I guess there's nothing to farm. Everybody's inside. Jorg? Gret? Clara? Hello, Magdalene. I would have thought you'd be working the mural today. What brings you here? I would like to sit with you and ask you how you remember the rebellion so that I can paint it, if that's alright. Ah, that was a sad time. If it will help you memorialize those we lost in the revolt, yes, I'll answer a few questions. I don't mind. I was a little older than you, so I probably remember more, Magdalene. Of course, Magdalene. We'll tell you all what you want to know. But looking forward to seeing the mural for some months. Come now, sit with us. Now that you're all settled, what do you want to know? Did the revolt have anything to do with the other murder that happened in Tassing? Ah, the murder of the Baron, you mean? Not really. I only remember that Andreas attempted to be a peacekeeper in both situations. I suppose that's when things started going poorly. Ah, old Attilia. Yeah, she hated the Abbey and the Baron. It was still a shock to know she could have killed the Baron, though. It's really only after the Baron's murder the abbot became so severe. No doubt he blamed the rebellion and faithlessness of people in Tassing. I don't know about any of that, but his taxes and restrictions and his attitude toward us became harsher after that. It was all we could do to live by them, but it eventually became too much. Even with all the restrictions, was the revolt really justified? I keep hearing conflicting stories about how it began. How cold would I rate my neck? Not very. I throw on a hoodie when I stream. No things were bad for the peasants, but was it worth all the loss? Well, the peasants stormed the abbey unprovoked, and the land schnecks had to be called in. Agnes blamed Andreas for starting the revolt. Is that really true? Andreas only ever sought peace, from what I remember. He took it upon himself to try and keep justice in Tassing, even though it wasn't his home. Truly, it's thanks to him that we had peace for so long. We did everything we could to keep things from getting violent, but the Lord had other plans. I remember how sick and hungry I was all the time. Grandpa kept saying it hadn't always been like that. All was fine until Hannah, Nico's wife, killed Otto because she feared what would happen if the abbey shut down. My husband wouldn't let that rest. We all wanted justice. When the soldier arrived and threatened us, all the townsfolk pulled away except for you and Ulrich, Gret. Now, Clara, I'm afraid even I was intimidated and begged Ulrich to leave the matter be. My husband alone stood with the peasants. Why did the peasants revolt anyway? So many people died. They must have known it wouldn't succeed. Dad always talks about how he regrets that choice. That's why he wanted to paint the mural. Could the revolt have succeeded if the townsfolk didn't pull away? I still think so. Most of the other townsfolk see the revolt's failure as proof that it was doomed from the start. Truly, if the entire town banded together, we likely could have succeeded without violence at all. By then, we were so starved and wanted justice so much, Peter truly thought success was possible. That was all still in discussion. Ulrich and Andreas wanted peace. Then that fucking Miller protected that bitch. He always hated us, though he was better than us. Ursula, language. What, Mom? It's true. Leonard even shot Ulrich out of nowhere. Hello, XXXX. Am I Goonbull? We don't just shoot one another without cause. Well, most of the men had surrounded the mill and demanded Leonard give up the accused, but he wouldn't have it. I think the Miller shot Ulrich to retaliate, but after that, Peter couldn't be stopped. We'd lost too much. The burning of the abbey was a grim night, and the soldiers coming in. Our men fought to protect us, to protect Tassing, and many died in that fight. But we got rid of the abbot and all the monks at least. Yes, and that is some comfort, if only a little. Are there any heroes of Tassing I should memorialize? Dad, definitely. Peter always wanted the best for Tassing, even if he acted rashly by setting fire to the abbey. Hope you could portray him in the best light, Magdalene. I'd rather not talk about that night anymore. I hope we provided enough insight for your work. You did, thank you. I'll let you get back to work. Thank you, Magdalene. I'm certain the mural will be beautiful. Very good. Oh, stop passing the time! That's no good! That's no good! Ah, hello, Peter. Magdalene, how are you not dead yet, you old bastard? Uh-oh. Screw off, Magdalene. Go away, Mag. They fucking hate my ass, dude. Hey, it's not my fault your fucking little frog project was fucking lame as shit, dude. Oh, I'm gonna put a bunch of frogs in the fucking... I'm gonna put a bunch of frogs in the church house. Oh, look at me. I mean, yeah, I agree with it. I didn't mean to rat on you, actually. I didn't know that was the decision I was making, but... It's kind of funny. Vyacheslav, may I ask you a question? I've got a big one, brother. And you're not home, because why the fuck would you be? Why the fuck would you be home? All the men out in the fucking forest doing some shit? Where the fuck did everybody go? They sure shit ain't farming. They gotta be in the inn, man. Yeah, take me to the church and Druckers. We just came from the Druckers, because that's us. Into the church. I never go that way anymore. We eventually gotta hit the forest, though. I am imagining everybody is drinking right now. Fucking Father Thomas isn't even in, brother. Look at these two fucking dorks throwing snowballs at each other. Bunch of bitch asses. Don't call them that, bro. Oh, really setting up, huh? Hello, Paul. Hello, Anna. Hello, Ulrich. Hello, Andreas. Magdalene. Putting a light out for St. Moritz, eh? Golden Hand Inn? Locked up? Yeah. Yeah, we're all out here at the fucking land house. We're all out here at the land schnecht. Hello, Jutta. Ah, hello, Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. How's the weather? We've all been preparing for the feast in here all day long. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk. Ah, better you than me. I'll stay in here where I can keep my fingers warm. Imagine the game ends with me getting shot, dude. I thought Leonard was gonna shoot me, man. When I was playing as Andreas. He shot somebody, but it wasn't me. You better keep your fingers out of my dough, Master Bauer. I didn't do anything. You snuck your little fingers into my cookie dough 3 times today. Do it again and I'll wrap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir, sorry, Mistress Matilda. We need enough dough to make the cookies for the entire town. You can't keep eating it all. Anyway, what'd you come in for, Magdalene? I was hoping you could tell me what you remember of the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one seems to talk about it, and Mistress Matilda and Master Vyacheslav, you two are the only ones left who used to live in the abbey. The only ones who stayed, anyway. Matilda and I had been friendly enough with the people in town. We put it behind us in time. You can imagine the other brothers had little reason to remain. Poor old Adolf's heart gave out that night. It was all too much for him. God rest his soul. Ferenc joined the Dominicans and became an inquisitor. Whoa! Whoa, dude. Fucking of course that bastard did, dude. I've seen him around these parts over the years. Time has turned him friendly enough, considering his vocation. Yeah. Not sure what happened to all the others. All gone, in any case. The whole thing is a sensitive subject, Magdalene. Why are you asking? I want to honor everyone who fought in the revolt at the Rathaus mural. I want to portray the event truthfully in the mural, so I'm trying to hear everyone's accounts of the events. For the sake of seeing it portrayed right, I'll tell you what I remember. Wait, Magdalene here. Come cut cookies with me first. That way we don't fall behind while we chat. Be grateful for the help. Alright, Magdalene, cut the cookies from the dough and set them aside so Simon can put them on the tray. He's just gonna fucking eat them all, dude. We'll need a good number in the variety of shapes, so don't hesitate to change which cutter you use. We have to have enough for the whole town, after all. Oh. I'm fucking this up. Give me a line for now. Let's chill. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Chill. Oh god, I'm fucking these cookies up, dude. Just roll it again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle me. Three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Damn, I don't think I can get a circle out of that. I can get a bird though. I think. There you go. Are you done? Get enough cookies for everyone at the Christmas feast. I punched out a bunch. These look wonderful. Thank you. You can make more if you want, but it looks like we have enough. I think that's good for now. Thanks for helping, Magdalene. I should just went with birds. We better keep going if we're gonna have everything ready for the procession by the procession tonight. Which was the first mold you used? The bird. Is that like a thing? So what can we tell you, Mags? I heard the Landschnecks came into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. Could things have really been talked out, or was it too late by then? Why didn't anybody listen? They were trained soldiers and they killed so many people. I really think threatening you would work. Father Garnot always used threats. If the rent wasn't paid, he would take our land, our cattle, or something else. Of course, he thought it would work. But even Father Abbot didn't know about the Landsknechts. Father Garnot never threatened violence. By the time the soldiers arrived, there was little he could do. There were some people who wanted to talk. Master Mailer worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed, that Andreas Mailer did nothing but raise trouble every time he set foot in Tassing. My dad holds him in such high regard. Your father was blind to the harm he did Tassing and blames himself too much for his part in the mess. Andreas Mailer may have had the best intentions, but you'd be a fool to not see the harm he did in Tassing. He told the Archdeacon that Matilda and I had been fraternizing. The abbot forbid us from seeing one another afterwards. Then he discovered that the prior was doing witchcraft. Yes, and the revelation that a monk had been doing such things made the peasants even more distrustful of the abbey. Though it was not without merit, either thanks to his meddling, Vyacheslav and I decided to leave the abbey. But Andreas died trying to stop the revolt and save the abbey. And that too was another work of folly. He tried to save as many books in the library as he could. Klaus mourned his death for a long time when he could have escaped with his life. Wasn't the revolt in general justified? I think so. We couldn't even collect in the forest without a fee. Dad kept saying we couldn't live with higher and higher taxes. The night Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John's Eve. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Hannah, the innkeeper's wife. I still say she was pressured into it by the miller. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. We burned the mill with both bastards inside. Damn. Testing my memory? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, my memory does suck, so... The abbot promised to help if Andreas found the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was to talk. But didn't you say that you just burned down the mill? Yes, but only to protect ourselves. Leonard and Hannah were both murderers. It was too much for Peter. Leonard was one thing, he just killed Ulrich, but to burn the abbey. But when the Landsknechts saw the fire, they thought they had another revolt on their hands. Even Father Garnot couldn't stop them. We all fled. Brother Florian saved as many as he could, but Peter was wrong to burn the abbey, but what the soldiers did, that was awful. I thought that knights were supposed to protect people, like in Parsifal. Rarely does real life match the heroism of stories, Magdalene. Dad died protecting me, stabbed in the chest. And I don't even remember what he was wearing, but I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black and sticky, like treacle. Dad socked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there, and... Magdalene, can we stop talking about this? Of course, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for talking to me. I'll do my best on the mirror. Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later. Until then. Into the wee hours of the night. Time to go to the commons for the Perkenlauf. And if I decide not to, if I decide to go out into the woods or up to the abbey, the Perkenlauf. No, I'm going into the forest. I'm going into the forest. Whoa! I'm not getting back there. Forest always looks so bare in winter. No one comes out here this time of year, except the flora, the fauna. Shrine of Saint Satia. Nothing ever changes. Saint Satia Shrine. Martha especially likes to leave offerings for her. The waterfall freeze over? Did. Sort of. The waterfall is always so beautiful. We're lucky, even during the winter, it never fully freezes. Ooh, no going that way. Have I seen snow of that size myself? Once when I was really young. But not recently. Seattle doesn't get... It snows in Seattle a little, but it doesn't get even like above an inch thick. Valley looks so beautiful covered in snow. Ooh, Upper Abbey is locked. Okay. Yeah, they're like snowed in up there, probably. Excuse me. Let's go talk to dear old dad. Just in case. Oh, Magdalene. He's going to die and simply not reveal what he knew, because it was him. It was him. He hit himself in the back of the head. Whoa, everybody's here. Look at Ilpier. He's going at it, man. Christ, it's too damn cold. You shut your mouth, boy. We've done this festival every year. You won't die standing here for 5 minutes. Oh, good. You made it, Magda. Just getting worried you might miss the procession. Wouldn't miss the Perktenlauf for the world. Costumes are just too wonderful to miss, aren't they? I remember the mask scared me when I was little. Shit, it's starting. Oh, Artemis looks so lovely. Left to be the bright saint one year, leading off all the demons into the woods. That's the only type of boys that'll follow you, Artemis. Apollo, stop that. Scaring the kids. Sorry, Mom. Christina, see the Perkten? So scary. I don't like it. Andreas, shh, Andreas, you're alright. Really costumes, big masks that our neighbors are wearing, remember? Ah, it's so cold. Magdalene, would you want to be the bright saint or the one of the Perkten? The Perkten is named after the Germanic goddess Perkta. Perkten are supernatural creatures similar to the devils who follow Perkta into the wild hunt. I want to be the bright saint. The crown is my favorite part. I don't think I want to be a part of the procession. I enjoy watching. Aw, really? You're normally so outgoing. I guess watching is a better view, though. Doesn't seem fair Artemis gets to be the bright saint since her dad is on the town council. You'll get your chance, don't worry. Tassing's done the Perktenlaufen. As long as I can remember. Everyone in town's been a part of the procession before. Except for you young ones. Wish Dad could be here. He'll see next year, surely. You go home and describe it all to him. Where is Dr. Stolz? He's out killing people? As beautiful as ever. God damn long as ever. Well, at least we're gonna eat after this. That's true. Oh, hey, Mags. Magda, whatever, Mags. You made it. I was worried for a minute you'd skip out on the fun. Merry Christmas, Mags. Merry Christmas, Ots. Look, Baltus made a special batch of beer, and I heard you made cookies, too. Alexander and Kaz look like they're going to play something, too. They don't play Christ Born on Christmas Day. That's my favorite. Did you forget Casimir's name, or are you giving everyone nicknames tonight? Which one is that? Ots, we sing it every year. We sing all of them every year, Mags. I can't keep them straight. Ahem. Hey! Everyone listen up, Jorg would like to speak. Ah, yes, thank you, Veronica. On behalf of the town council, I wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight. Speech. I'll listen. This year has been tough on all of us. We've had more snowfall than anyone can remember, and the early frost gave us a small harvest. Folk haven't come through the pass as often. Nico, you've been short on customers, and we've all missed the trade. Alexander and Casimir's, we've been kept from your journey. As you, the snow's kept you from returning home. And I know we've all felt the lack of Klaus in town, as he's been bedridden these past few months. And yet the Lord has blessed us with each other, cheerful guests, and good company. Cheers. Amen. Thanks be to God. God bless. Even though this season has been rough, God knows we still have a lot to celebrate for Christmas. Andrus, you've made tools we couldn't have gone without. Just practicing my trade. Dr. Stolz, you've kept us all in good humors. Proof of my experience, Jorg, in such cruel weather. Magdalene, you painted the mural for us. Alexander and Casimir's, you've spread good cheer in the early winter nights. Our pleasure, truly. You get anxious thinking about being anxious? Not particularly. I get anxious thinking about things that would make me anxious. And especially tonight, I think we should thank Baltus for making such a wonderful beer for us all to enjoy. Huzzah! No, please, Nazu. Helped tremendously. It's thanks to him, really. Ah, well, grazie. And thanks to our Lord, who has so graciously provided us for this feast. Yeah. Thanks to the man's deep pockets. Casimirs and I shall play later in the evening, so please come to us with songs if you have one in mind. Well, that's it, everybody. If I may, Jorg, I'd like to bless this great feast our Lord has provided for us. Of course, Father. Today we've come together to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Just as our Lord has provided for us with this meal, so too did Christ provide us with the bread of life. So please, join with me in prayer. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gift which we are about to receive. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Now please, everyone, I know Baltus made a fine beer, but remember that temperance is a virtue. Celebrate the Christ child as though his manger were here with us. Merry Christmas, everyone. Finally, let's eat. A golden Christmas. My guy's cleaning up the plates. I guess we'll hit the top floor first. Hello, Andrus. Happy Christmas, Magdalene. Magdalene, dear, Merry Christmas. God bless. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoying the feast? Who wouldn't enjoy a mug of Baltus's latest brew and hearty meal? With that effort you put into tenderizing the meat, I'm not surprised at all. I'm but a tiny part of a larger whole. Looking at your belly, you're hardly a tiny part. And as God made me in his infinite wisdom, and what a blessing that is. Glad you're all in such good moods. No other choice on a night such as this, witnessing the joy of a community brought together under one roof. Listening to the laughter of families of children I won't ever have. Children none of us will have. We can still be blessed, all of us. We're too old, Vyacheslav. It is as it is. Amen. Certainly managed to bring the mood down. It's not your fault, Magdalene. Pissmas? Ah, Merry Pissmas, everybody. When you've been through a lot and happen to reminisce, you sometimes end up here. Everyone has regrets, but you live with them. Even as I didn't find anyone to marry, the work I do now is precious. Solace is where you find it. Well, I at least hope you find yourself continuing to have a pleasant night. Bless you, Magdalene. Enjoy the feast, God bless you. Oh, you can play as a match... When you play as Andreas, you can definitely play as a matchmaker. Now that I'm here. What? Merry Christmas, Werner. What's merry about it? Friends and family coming to a feast? Family, friends, who needs that shit? By the grace of God, you do, Werner. Did I ask you, Balthasar? No, be merry, my friends. Drink and be merry. Finally, someone with some sense. The devil caught your tongue, girl. You usually have plenty to say. Don't be so uncouth towards our friend, Werner. Please, I've heard enough of your righteous moralism. As you can tell, this ship has sailed long ago, Magdalene. Can't believe that. It's never too late. God has willed it. There's little you can do, my dear. What he said. Fine, then. Be this way. Gladly. Now can I at least get myself another drink? Worry not, Magdalene. Let's enjoy the feast. Perhaps a dance later? We'll see. Until later, gentlemen. Ava, Veronica, Anna, Alexander. Ava. Magdalene, you finally came over to say hello. Hello again, Aunts. Hello, Magdalene. Happy Christmas, Ava. Till. Magdalene, how good to see you. How's the mural coming along in the Rathaus? Almost finished with it, I hear. That's right, the last I heard about it, you were still working on the middle section, the history of the saints. Mother Francisca was kind enough to invite me into the convent so I could use the cloister as a reference. I may have told Mother Francisca that I wanted to become a sister so I could see the inside. Finish that section now. The old abbey ruins were hard to climb through, but I wanted to paint it right. Ah, but the remains of the abbey are so run down. It sounds dangerous. You went to the old abbey, Magdalene, without me. Of course I did. Quite a capable young woman you are, Magdalene. Still. Not that I'm encouraging it, mind. Well, clearly you can handle yourself since you made it back without any problems. And I did warn you about the dangers. Not that I told you to go digging about down there, mind. Anyway, Magdalene, what are you painting on the mural now? I'm working on depicting the revolt, but I think I angered Agnes when I asked her about it. That's right, you were just a few years old then. God, has it been that long? Don't worry, Agnes. Don't worry about Agnes. She acts cranky, but she's never truly upset with anyone. Took years for Tassie to recover after that night. Thank God we've come a long way since then. Otto would be proud of what the town has accomplished. It's a shame he died without seeing what the town would become. It is. I pray that St. Moritz has blessed him in heaven for all the work Otto did in his name. I'm sure that the Lord has made space for him, Ava. You know, Magdalene, I think he would be especially proud of you for memorializing Tassing in the mural. He would be thrilled to think that you'd become part of a family. I'm honored you think so. Of course, Oz has been charmed by you for years now, and I don't blame him. You're a beautiful young woman. Mom! Not to speak with Klaus, of course, but you and Otz are a good match. Right, I'll mention it to Dad. Anyway, I don't mean to keep you chatting away with us older folk. Have fun and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ava. Till. Merry Christmas, Otz. Merry Christmas, Mags. Oh, Veronica? Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Enjoying the celebration? It's wonderful to see everyone together in such high spirits. Isn't it? Even Grandpa's enjoying himself. This winter's been difficult for his gout. The cold makes his joints seize. I told him he didn't have to come to the Perkton Lounge, but he insisted. I haven't missed one Christmas procession in my life, and I'll be goddamned if some snow stops me. Cough. Oh God, we know, old man. Anyway, like George said earlier, it's nice to have a night of good company and cheer. Seem hesitant tonight, George. Maybe you should work on speaking in front of people. Thank you for mentioning my father in your speech, George. I'd be glad to know he was missed. You're welcome, Magdalene. Klaus is a good man, and we all miss him as part of the community. To be honest, I didn't expect to make a speech tonight. I just thought about what happened in town this year. Really. Warder kept insisting that someone make a speech, so Paul said that I was the most charismatic of anyone on the council. He said that. Well, he said that I would make the least amount of people angry over it. Baltus said it was my charisma. That's one way to phrase it. To be honest, I never thought I'd be someone people in Tassing listened to. You've always been a part of the town council. We didn't always have a council, though. It wasn't until the night of the revolt, really, that I felt like I could do things on my own, be my own man. I loved my father, but what he did, I thought it had doomed the town. A lot of things happened that night. No one should shoulder all the blame themselves. We're lucky we didn't. He didn't. The whole affair was Abbot's fault. Peter did the right thing. By pushing back against the Abbot? Yeah, but he chose to burn the Abbey, too. I always went along with him because he was my dad. He had to be right. That night was the first time I thought any different. I learned that night that you can fight for something right and still choose the wrong way to do it. And I swore that I would never let that happen again. The revolt broke down everything I thought I knew about Tassing, about myself. But it made a lot of things better for Tassing, and that makes me hopeful. What do you mean? Well, our new lord is strict, but he made us a deal with us. The council lets us govern ourselves. Much as I was grumbling earlier today, Jorg is right. Life-changing in Tassing, and even though the first few years were hard, we're better for it now. No Abbot looked down on us making stupid laws as he see fits. Our lord lives days away. As long as we pay our taxes, we're left alone. It's a better life for Artemis and Apollo than we had. Don't you talk ill of my son, boy. He gave you everything he had, God rest his soul. I know, Grandpa. Choosing to live differently than your dad was brave. I think you and the rest of the council have done a great job. Without the revolt, you wouldn't have been able to give the twins a better life. In some horrible way, I guess that's right. God grant us the courage to live with our actions. I've done the best I can do with the right. I can do right by the town and Dad. You're his son. You've done him proud, boy. Thanks, Grandpa. Anyway, I'm going for another pint. Anyone else? Yes, bring the pitcher. You've had enough, Grandpa. Your humors might become unbalanced. Another for me, Jorg. Magdalene? I'll get myself another later, thanks. No, thank you. Alright, we'll see you later then, Magdalene. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello, Anna? Look at you guys. Hello, Magdalene. Happy Christmas to you. Good evening, Magdalene. Merry Christmas, you two. Ulrich, Andreas, say hello to Mr. Struckard. Hi! Oh. Hi. Oh. Oh, Andreas, don't be shy. You know Mistress Magdalene. Sorry, Magdalene. He's still a bit quiet. That's alright. There's a lot of commotion here tonight. Hello, Ulrich. Hello, Andreas. How'd you like George's speech, Magdalene? It's a good reminder of everything we still have. We all needed to hear it. For Paul putting him up to it at the last moment, it was well done. Well, Warner insisted someone on the council make a speech. I in particular wanted to be me. But George did it justice. You can always count on him to speak from the heart, especially a few drinks in. Truthfully, I think much of the town needed some encouragement tonight. Tassing hasn't had such a hard season since the revolt. Yes, I'm sorry, it's Christmas. We shouldn't speak of such sad times. Let's toast to better days, then. Cheers to that. Although there's an old Latin proverb my dad used to say to me, Ignis aurum proat, miseria fortis viros. Fire is the test of gold, misery is the proof of strong men. There's no question, the revolt left Tassing worse off, but seeing the town now gives me hope. You're an artist, Magdalene. I think you can see it too. I think I do. Things seem brighter for Tassing somehow. Yes, the miserable days gave us the resilience we needed to push ahead, to make things better. The next generation like you, or Jutta, and the twins, you saw what it was like to fight for ourselves, to stand up to tyranny, even at the cost of losing our homes and lives. To be honest, most nights I'm grateful for the revolt. Really? Oh yes, you wouldn't remember, but life was already terrible before that night. The revolt burned away the dead wood that had rotted Tassing for decades. God knows my father was an evil man. His death released me from years of fear. The revolt gave me courage to face him, to become better than him. I think something of the same happened when the Abbey was destroyed. Things had gone as they always did, well, I doubt we'd be having such a Christmas feast tonight. The cost was high, but it resulted in just as much joy as grief. I hadn't thought about it that way. Because of the revolt, I could marry Paul, and we can supply grain to peasants at a fair price. Our children will grow up without the fear that ruled over my life as I got older. No moment in life is entirely good or bad, Magdalene. What matters is how we choose to see it. It's a wonderful way to look at it, Anna. Thank you. Ah, well, it's something. I learned from one of the Father Thomas sermons. I took it to heart when my father died. Don't forget to take some time to have fun tonight, all right? Mommy, I want another cookie. Shh, don't yell, sweetheart. Excuse us, Magdalene. It seems we have a cookies to fetch. Of course. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Alright, Alexander, time for a song. Ah, Mistress Magdalene, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Alexander. Merry Christmas, Casimirs. Enjoying the night? Very much so. Cookies especially. Haven't had such a wonderful gingerbread in ages. We're just setting up to perform. Did you have a particular song in mind you want us to play? Between the two of us, we all know the Christmas songs between here and Spain. What about Be Welcome to Us, Lord Christ? I always like good Christian men rejoice. How about From Heaven Above to Earth I Come? What about Be Welcome to Us, Lord Christ? A classic! We know that one well. Once Kaz and I play what we've prepared, we'll be sure to play that one. Merry Christmas, everyone. Since it is Christmas, Casimirs and I wanted to share a special song with all of you. In the spirit of giving, please enjoy.
In dulce jubilo, nun singet und seid froh, unsers Herzens Wonne liegt in Praesepio und leuchtet als die Sonne matris in Gremio. Alpha es et O, Alpha es et O.
I wonder if you can get the whole room filled up. If you're peaceful enough, you could probably fill the whole room. Like if you do like a peaceful run. But I was looking forward to burning down the Abbey, so. You could probably get a big ass village. Uh-oh, somebody's stomping in. Cheers! Simply wonderful. Thank you, truly. Please return to your drinks. We'll be playing all night. Happy Christmas. We'll be playing all night. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. There's a more evil ending, Graham? No, dude, don't tell me the town gets fucking don't tell me there's an ending, don't tell me there's a Christmas scene where the town is just fucking empty, dude. That sounds so fucked up. Hey, Magdalene, sorry to bother you during the feast. I'll not tell you. Hello, Jorg. Did you need something? Well, I do plan on playing this game again, so one day. Well, we'll see if we can save the town, rather than trying to burn down the abbey. With all the chatter around the revolt earlier had me thinking, you're nearly done with the mural, aren't you? Last time you talked with the council, you said you were working on the final portion, painting the revolt. I mean to nag during the feast, though. That's Veronica's job. I should have done it soon. I've been listening to people around town talk about the revolt so I can get a better idea how to paint it. Everyone has a different idea how that night happened. But I think I finally settled on how I want to depict it. Yeah? Want to honor what the peasants stood for. I'll show Otto giving a speech and the soldiers in the distance. I'll paint the peasants burning the abbey and the mill and the Landsknechts defending the monks. I'll show the aftermath of the revolt and paint the ruined abbey surrounded by everyone who died and their families. Whoa. Honor what the peasants stood for. I'll show Otto giving a speech and the soldiers in the distance. It's a good perspective. It shows what happened without being too detailed about what happened. I'm sure everyone will love it. Klaus would be proud of the design you've picked. Ava will like that especially. Anyway, I'll get out of your way. You've got better things to do. I think Otz was looking for you too. I'm certain he is. I think I'll actually go home for the night. I've had enough of Otz's flirting and I should check in on my dad. Tell him hello from all of us, would you? I will. Good night, Jorg. Good night, Magdalene. Dear old dad. Oh, look who it is. God bless you and Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Oh, Merry Christmas, Sister Amelie. Were we bothering you with the noise next door? No, not at all. Hearing people celebrating Christ's birth brings me joy. Christmas should be a heartening time of year for all of us. I enjoy seeing everyone feeling better about the future, especially after all Tassing has endured. I think there's something healing about coming together to celebrate Christmas. Nothing like a warm mug of beer and music to warm the dark days of winter. Something healing about coming together to celebrate Christmas. All of us are part of the body of Christ. When we come together in fellowship, things are made whole. People need Christmas in the depth of winter to remind them that spring will return. We will have a chance to live again. Magdalene, who is that? Oh, I just shivered. That's Il Peter. He killed everybody! That motherfucker killed everybody! Oh no, Dad! Please excuse me, Sister Amelie. I need to check on my father. Of course, God bless you. Thank you, sister. Oh, Dad! No! No! The door is open! Is someone here? Dad? Fuck, dude. I knew he would kill him. Kill him and leave a letter on the table, the bastard. Oh, thank God. Oh. Magdalene, is that you? What's the matter? Someone was standing in the house, the door was open. I was afraid something might have happened to you. Sorry, I didn't hear anything. I've been asleep most of the day, most of the evening, too. I'm worried about you, Magdalene. You're worried about me? You're working too hard. I know taking care of me takes up so much of your time, and I know how hard you've been working on the mural. Before Christmas. I know how important it is to you. For you to work this hard, it has to be important to you. It is important to me. I'm not gonna make it, Magdalene. I know. It's alright. This is just life. I'm glad I'm going before you, even if it's sooner than either of us would like. I've already seen too much death in my time. Just wanted to show you what I could do. Wanted you to be proud of me. Hello, Cash. This is Pentiment. I've been every day of your life. You never needed to prove anything to me. I wish I could stay to see the mural when you finish it, but I don't need to. I know it will be more beautiful than anything these old hands ever made. I don't say that. It's true, though. I mean, I got along all right. But I always knew you would surpass me before long. You can already see things that I never could. See things and make them real. I'm trying. You're doing it. Whether I die tonight or tomorrow or the next day, I'm not gonna be here much longer. One morning you're gonna wake up and you'll have to do things for yourself. Love things for yourself and you'll have to share it with the world. Love is the only reason to do anything in this life. Ah, all this talking, too much. Could you bring me something to eat? Of course, Dad, you haven't eaten all day. And I missed the Christmas feast, too. I can't believe no one brought me a cookie. I'll go get some soup. Some soupin'? Soupin' time. Soup time. Oh my god, that's so fucking scary. Klaus? I'm sorry, Klaus. About everything. You're here. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this Andreas? What the fuck? I've been trying to keep Magdalene safe. I think so. These days I feel like my mind has been cracking apart. Sometimes I'm not sure where I am. I thought I could stop all this. But I couldn't. So many people paid the price. I've been trying to figure it out this whole time. After the fire, it's all I could think about. That and them. They've never left me. They're all still there, all in the dance of death. The Baron, Piero, Ottilia, Hannah, Peter, Otto, Casper, August, and now you. Dad? Don't drop the fucking soup! Oh god, it's you! Who are you? What are you doing to my father? Magdalene, it's alright. It's alright. I'm sorry. I've forgotten my manners after all these years. And you've likely forgotten my face, or what it once was. Magdalene, this is Andreas Mailer. Back from the dead. The earliest memory I have of you is running into a burning library. I'm sorry. I don't understand. No one could have survived that. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. I don't understand, Andreas. Where have you been all these years? Hiding from the world? Hello, Hannah, you. Wait, is my VTuber model a girl or a boy? In the ruins, mostly. Sometimes in the woods when it was warm. Stealing bread from Gret, stealing books from you. Ah, so I wasn't going crazy. It's the only thing that's kept my mind from forgetting what words are. But how'd you survive the fire? With some difficulty. I grabbed as many books as I could and placed them in the scriptorium. When the smoke got too thick, I started to black out. Next thing I remember was Casper pulling me into the crypt. Your apprentice, the boy? You sent him back to Salzburg. He didn't leave. He waited in the woods and watched what was happening. When he saw me in the window of the library, he ran to the crypt to save me. And he did. But when he saw what I was trying to save, the books, and he went back in. I couldn't stop him. I was barely conscious. He never came back out, Klaus. When I woke up, everyone was dead or gone. I couldn't face any of you. I couldn't go back to Sabine, that empty house. So I hid. Why have you been following me? I thought you were trying to kill me. Hello, Chris. What happened at the mine was an accident. I just stepped too close to the edge. I'm sorry. I was afraid to talk to you, afraid to talk to anyone. What changed? Why are you here tonight? To help you. To help Klaus. Help me. Help me with the mural? Help you survive to finish it. The hand that tried to kill your father will likely strike again. It has killed before to prevent Tassing's history from being known. Tassing's history? Why? Because Tassing's real history is at odds with the story we've all been told. It's been covered, bit by bit, layer by layer, until it could no longer be seen. But it's still here. It's always been here, hidden beneath our feet. And it's still protected, haunted by a specter of death that has hung over this place for generations. The Thread Puller. Thread Puller? Beneath our feet? What are you talking about? The person who attacked your father is the same person who manipulated someone into killing Otto Zimmerman. What should I call you? Good question. And Lorenz Rothvogel. Yes, and they travel through the Roman aqueduct that connects Tassing and Curacao. It's a network of tunnels I've become quite familiar with. And I've seen the ghost that haunts them, that can squeeze through the tiniest openings. I've seen it bend itself in half to reach places I could never follow. It's fucking Martin Bauer. It's Martin Bauer. It's the real Martin Bauer. I've traveled along every inch of the aqueduct in the old city, but there is one place I've never found. The lair where the Thread Puller retreats to. The ancient Roman temple that it is determined to hide from view. The Mytharium! You found it! No, but I mapped out a darkness between the collapsed tunnels. And I believe I know how to get there. Come with me, I'll show you. Alright. Good, let's go. Will you be alright? Yes, I'll be fine. Protect my daughter, Andreas. With my life, Klaus, I promise. He's gonna die when we get back. Alright, let's find the Mytharium. He's creeping, dude. Look at him, he's creeping. The Rathaus? What are we doing here? When the men dug the foundation, they found the Roman ruins had been buried over time. Lucky never wasted stone, so he used the Roman wall as one of the cellars. There's a way inside to the hidden place. Are you alright? Yes? Alright, into the Rathskeller. Into the Rathskeller. That's funny. Out of the flames. Hey, Alaskan, what's up? We found Andreas Mailer. We found our boy. We found me. Alright, that wall is different. Does that mean this is the place? Give it a kick. No, it's two-sided, new and old. This was above ground once, it carried water. Look. Alright, I think I can make it out. Cornelius today, and 6 Mytharium. Cornelius goes to the baths today and completes the 6th rank in the Mytharium. You see? No, there were cults of Mithras all over the Roman Empire. We know there's a Mytharium in Tassing, but this is just some graffato from an initiate. How does it help us? Well, here. Careful, boy! What are you doing? My wall! Indeed. This is the aqueduct. Yes, and? It will take us to the baths, into the Mytharium. Alright. After you, please. Oh, manu propria. And so we shall. I did not know we were going to go dungeon delving today. I'm going to be honest, in this whole game, I did not think we were going to go dungeon delving. Into the bathhouse. This part of the tunnel's collapsed. We're not getting to the Mytharium that way. I think... Yes, Casper and I found a collapsed section of the aqueduct near town. He explored it but couldn't describe what he found in the dark. And this must be the other side. Shouldn't have let him go. Should have taken more care with him. Andreas, we can't do anything about that now. Yes, of course. It's the decoration. This must have been the baths. Doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt! All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get this discouraged. Let's keep looking. Let us keep looking. More stairs down. Would something be below the baths? A hypocaust. They use warm air to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope those haven't filled with silt as well. Would you wait 40 years to open a hole through the wall with a pickaxe? Holy shit, dude, where are we? We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go on in all directions. We've entered Undertale. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm gonna try exploring ahead. Of course. Andreas is gonna die. He's gonna die for real this time. I'm playing as Andreas? Oh god! How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist, a master of your craft, but all you created was misery. Thank you, Lorenz. Scapegoating an old widow didn't solve your problems, eh? Rotten hell, Andreas. You and all of Tassing. I thought you understood what I was forced to do. Your callousness killed us all. Master, why'd you send me back into the flames? Oh, no, this isn't right. I can't be here right now. How did I get here? Andreas? You're still here? Yes, for a little while longer. Would it be funny if this is the ending? Honest to God? Yeah, kinda. Just don't figure anything out and then just die as Andreas Mailer for real this time. I thought I'd gone mad. Not yet. Not entirely. But you've been on this road for a long, long time. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good. But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here. This was once a place for refuge for you, Andreas, but it has become a prison. A prison you constructed to protect yourself. From what? From pain. From risk. From life itself. But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out? Andreas, you're the architect. I will help you as best as I can, but you're the only one who can answer that. Hello, Andreas. Say nothing. We haven't talked in so long. Why? I ran out of things to say. You ran away from life? I didn't want to deal with it, any of it. You ran away from the people who loved you. Didn't know what to do with that love. I wasn't ready for it. Seemed less painful running away. How does it feel now? I don't know. I've locked all of this away for years. But you can't keep it locked away anymore. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene. Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her. You can, Andreas, but you have to leave this place behind for a good. I know I can. I will. You will. Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again? Not in this place. But maybe someday in a better place. In a better dream. Andreas fucking Mailer out here living in the woods like a sicko. Like a sicko freak. Like a freak sicko. Living out in the fucking woods. Like a sick fucking freak. Freaky Andreas Mailer living out in the woods. What if Andreas Mailer was a fucking freakazoid, dude? Sorry. Master Andreas! Oh! Casper. It's really you. It's good to see you again, Master. I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. Couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore. What should I do? Get back to life, I think. I wish I knew how. Help Magdalene, Master. And she'll help you. Alright, Casper. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Wait, what happened? This isn't the way out. Before I started talking to Casper, I know this was the way out. Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it. Beatrice. Yes. Thought you were gone. You brought me back. Oh. So what do I do now? Keep going. So I shall. Through my own mind labyrinth puzzle. Are you freakier than a freakazoid? Damn. Fucking freakazoid Andreas Mailer over here. Out here fucking stuck in the labyrinth. Oh, whoops. Wrong turn. Oh. It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. Thought I'd forgotten it. I knew you were still here, though. Quietly waiting for me. I can't change the past. I can't cover it up. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Alright. What? It's alright, Daddy. It is. You don't have to hide here anymore. I'm scared, August. I know. But that's why you can't stay. There are people who need you. It's so hard to let you go. I know, Dad. But you got to. I know. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Dad. I love you too. Good night, August. Good night. They shifted the walls again. It's still trying to protect you. No! It's not? No, I mean, no, I don't have to do this. This is my mind, my maze, and I'm leaving. Good. But this next part might be confusing. Please don't move the eyes. What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Did I make this? You borrowed it. From where? From what? There are layers, there's layers to this thing, man. Even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer recall what came before. What came before? Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. But even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There's not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth, but there was a labyrinth. What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in your mind? You're here with me. And we are here in spirit. You looked like Beatrice a moment ago. Beatrice? I don't know her. We're in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering and the Lord brought you here. But I don't understand. How'd you leave your cell? I have not. We're only here in spirit, Andreas. You're here to save me. I'm here to serve the Lord's will. If it is his will that I save you, I will. Andreas, Sister Amelie. What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. He also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. Sister, we're looking for the Mytharium. Is this it? Mytharium? No. This is the tabernacle. Not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He's always made his will known to me. Soon he will make it known to you. Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? To the door between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave. Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear and to whom. How? It was almost impossible for us to reach this place. I used to think my affliction, my pain, was a curse. Extreme lore drama. I'm fucking... it's intense, Graham. It's intense. I know now that it was a gift from God. A gift that allows me to bend my body as I bend my soul to his will. There's no place in Tassing or Curacao he cannot reach through me. Wait. I thought I'd given up the pen forever until the visions returned. No! When fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters. Not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of purple ink cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone, but he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do. It was you. This whole time you wrote the notes. I found one by my dad when he was attacked. Sister Amelie, you pushed those people into committing murder. What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. Calm yourself, sister. We'll figure this out. What's happened, sister? You wrote those notes. This doesn't make any sense. Why would Amelie want anyone dead? I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. Oh, no, I'm not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Ah! Sister Amelie, shh. It's all right. Father Thomas, how did you get down here? Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though in truth, it was Sister Amelie who rediscovered them first and found this place. Wait, the dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Father Thomas, did you... In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. You knew about this place. You and Sister Amelie were behind all the murders? No, she had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them. She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. To what end? What was the point of all of this? Look around you. What do you see? Paintings of Roman gods, Mars and Diana. Look closer. It looks like the statue of Saint Moritz from the Meadows. And the images of Saint Satia from the shrine. I don't understand. It's Saint Moritz and Saint Satia and Mars and Diana. It sounds almost heretical, Father Thomas. And you have almost come to the heart of the problem. When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. The statue of Mars, Pater, that once watched over the Roman field stood there still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was Saint Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from. They found the shrines to Satia, not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint. It's not uncommon for stories to borrow and change characters from older tales. But these are not stories, Magdalene. They are saints. Our saints. The settlers did not see them through pagan Roman eyes, but through Christian eyes. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what Romans did and left here. Except for Historia Tassiae. But Historia Tassiae was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost, for before it made its way to Father Matthias. And you killed him for it. Yes, with poison. No one suspected. Wait, what? You killed someone? May God forgive me, I did, yes. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars, and that the Romans had erected 100 years ago, that Saint Satia was the Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believe in the legend of Saint Satia, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still. And that was worth killing the abbot? I believed it was then, yes. If St. Moritz ever came to Tassing, what is in the reliquary? What are the pilgrims coming to see? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to Saint Satia, and believed their prayers were answered? What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed a false star in the dark sky? If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints, can they doubt the church? Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God? Perhaps some would, but if you told us that we would accept Christ into our own free will. You have so little faith in ordinary people, Father Thomas. Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ on our own free will. I have faith in God. And I have seen firsthand what can happen when people become disconnected from our God. When people believe that all just authority is false, that their own education and reason are superior to divine truth. You've always told us that we have to accept Christ with our own free will. Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition. You are perversing a lie. I perverse the lie to eliminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. If you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protect this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley, and say St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And that is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie. So many people have died because of what you've done. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day, Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassiae, a copy he promised to give to the abbot so Curacao could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gernot read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. In retrospect, given how Father Gernot chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded. That sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again. You're right, it didn't. But then why, Otto? Well, then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with the Historia Tassiae. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. So he killed him to prevent an uprising, but it caused it instead. Someone else killed him, as someone else killed Baron Rothvogel. And it wasn't to prevent an uprising, but to stop him from showing people what he found. What he found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rathaus. Bones, evidence of some murder, the wall of the aqueduct, something from our pagan ancestors. Peasants find bones more often than you might expect, but no. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow, the statue of the shrine of St. Moritz. How did it wind up over here? Most likely culprits are rain, floods, time. Black Till told me the farmers find old tools and pottery in the fields every year. Yes, and his head remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. Hello, officier. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but it's wavy or zero here. I changed a lot. I see. And he was going to show everyone that God had favored the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz, because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet, Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rathaus. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her were visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin, so that one of them would murder Otto, just as someone murdered Lorenz. What about my father? I'm sorry, Magdalene. Why did you do it? It doesn't make any sense. Was it because of the mural? Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Curaçao's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Maritz, Satia, this place, everything. So you tried to kill him? No! I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident. It wasn't an accident, you almost killed him. I know. So what are you gonna do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? Oh, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. What a fucking move, dude. No, Father Thomas, stop! It's too late for me, but I can still take Tassing's secret with me. Father, you're gonna kill us all, you're gonna kill Amelie. Then leave and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll die together. You can't stop people from learning the truth. Maybe, but I have to try. Father! No! Damn, he collapsed the whole fucking church? Are you alright? I think so, you? In truth, no, but I survived. And so did she. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. The entire church collapsing, I'd hope so. Of course. What are we gonna tell them? What do you mean? About this? About everything? Why wouldn't we just tell him the truth? The same reason Father Thomas hid it. Just reward what he did, all the people he's hurt? You can't be serious. Please explain your thinking. I'm just not sure it makes sense. What good will it do to tell everybody about Saint Moritz and Saint Satia? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith. I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth. You know them better than I do, especially since I've been away for so long. It's hard to feel like we actually accomplished anything. Are we any better off than we were this morning? Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. Maybe he never would have. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. I am sorry. I am too. But I still think that's what we need to do. Then we'll tell them. Good. We should get Sister Amelie someplace warm. We can take her to my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do. A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too. I think. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas. Damn, it was Father Thomas. You can't even blame Father Thomas. So no matter who you pick, I mean, you gotta kill somebody. No matter who you pick, it doesn't matter. I mean, Piero was gonna die anyway, so I guess you just kill Piero. You know? I guess you just let Piero die. And then what else? Who do you blame for Otto? Can't blame Guy. I blame Hannah. Who else was there to blame? I don't remember. Oh! Magdalene, you made it back! Andreas and Sister Amelie and I all made it back. Sister Amelie? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything alright? Our neighbors probably think the world is ending, so it could be better. You alright, Dad? Yes, I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me, tell me what happened. It started in the Rathaus, with a Rathskeller. You know, the back part of the wall was an old Roman aqueduct. Andreas found an old Roman message there that pointed to the Mytherium. Huh. So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. We found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hypocaust. got separated from JS. I was really afraid I'd lost him, that we'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, and I was so relieved. Dad? You still listening? I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send to you. So I will end it with my love. Esther. Magdalene. Insipid. Yes? I'm sorry to disturb you, but I want to let you know that everything is in order. Baltus has ensured that all the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled. I appreciate it. Please thank him for it. Don't let him forget his commission for the work. As a representative of his bank, it would be remiss of me to do so. I did not know your father well, but I know that he is well regarded by everyone who spoke to him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Good fortune to you. Barely knew him. Alright, I'm sure that's the end of the game, but, I'm sure that's the last chapter of the game. We still gotta go check out the Rathaus, but it is 2 o'clock. It's been 2 hours, so. Oh, and we have another stream tomorrow anyway of the game, so. I'm going to take off now. I hope everybody has a good night. I'm gonna go make myself some dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm sure it will be of food. So I hope everybody has a good one. Goodbye! The music stopped. The music stopped, but I will not. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow for hopefully the last chapter of Pentiment. Damn! The murderers were fucking Father Thomas. That's fucked up. Just blaming a bunch of nobodies and killing a bunch of nobodies for nothing. Fucked up, dude.